What's up, you guys? It's your boy X-Man87 here, bringing you a brand new review of the Hasbro Overwatch action figures. And this is the Mercy and Pharah 2-pack. I'm excited for these. I've opened all of them up, played with all of them, and they're just freaking awesome. I definitely want to cover it. So before I get into everything, if you can please leave a like rating on the video, as it would truly show your support for my channel. I greatly appreciate it. That would be total awesomeness. And without further ado, let's get into it. Let's cover Mercy here. And my god, she is beautiful. This is the one pack I wanted the most out of all the figures, since they were revealed back at, I think, New York Comic Con, or no, San Diego Comic Con. Wow. They're just freaking amazing. Based on the video game, if you guys haven't played it, it's an awesome game, multiplayer game. So there are three types of characters. There's tanking, there's tank, support, and damage. So Mercy right here is a support character. So what she does is basically heal her allies. So as you can see with this staff, she uses this to heal her allies. If you're, playing in a squad. So with this staff, it's pretty cool. I like the sculpt overall. So here's the end of the staff. It's pretty cool. And then the top right here, this part swivels. And then she has a healing effect. So you plug this here, right on top, and this is what she would use to heal her allies. So it'd just be like, just plug it into the other character. So really dope. Like this, it's really nice, and I feel like we can kind of mix and match accessories with these with Marvel Legends. They do scale smaller than Marvel Legends, so I'll have a comparison just to give you an idea how they scale later on. But something like this would be cool to use with Captain Marvel to do a binary effect. So this is really dope. So take that off. Let's take a closer look at her blaster here. So really cool looking blaster. Like it a lot. Whoops. But yeah, really cool. I like the sculpt of it. It's really nice. Really nice. And then she has two alternate hands. So she's got one open hand that does it's kind of like a pose. And then another pistol holding hand, which she has another one right here, but I use it to grab, to have her grab the staff. So it's pretty cool. You could just plug it in like that, and she holds it nicely. And the other hand is a fisted hand, so it's really, just the only fist that she comes with. And she has her wings, which if you open the package, they are not attached, so they're on these ball joints here, and you can just plug them in right here, and they peg in nicely, so pretty smooth. They are articulate. Definitely want to cover articulation. So she uses this wings basically so she could fly towards her allies, so she can heal them quick, which she's a good healer to have. She's really beautiful. Getting a closer look at the sculpt, man, she's really beautiful. Like that a lot. Love this little halo she has here. She looks like an angel. She's beautiful. Got the hair sculpted well. These are so nice. Really like them here. Just looking at the overall design, I will say, and when I get into articulation, I will say that I like the articulation on these female figures than on the Marvel Legends female figures. So, just giving you, I like that gradient look right there. That's nice. Like how that changes color there. It's nice fade. And then you have her boots here. She's got, you know, for tiny feet, she can actually stand pretty well. I was worried if the wings would be top heavy, but when I saw how small her feet was, and I'm just like, oh crap, I'm gonna have balancing issues. Nope, she's fine. Does have a stand in this, which is probably meant for Pharah, but you could use it with Mercy as well, however you like. So, yeah, look at the back there. It's really nice. Like this right here. That's pretty cool. I do have some paint issue here. I feel like this is correct, but on this side, it just doesn't look edgy enough. It's like almost smeared, so that's a bummer. Like that little medic logo right there. It's cool. It's really nice. It's got these wings painted right here. It's really cool. That is so nice, man. I really like this a lot. Love the design on her wings. Translucent. So cool. Man. So cool. So let's go over articulation with Mercy. Her head moves that far up, which is dope. Her head moves this far down, so great range there. Head moves left and right, and it does rock around a good amount, so great articulation there. Her wings are on a ball joint. If you start rocking them around a lot, they do pop off, at least on mine. But yeah, and this is where I like the articulation better than the female Marvel Legends, because you get pretty much a double ab crunch, because you have the top right here, the booby articulation, which rocks around like that. It swivels, but you can use it to crunch down. So I love this lower ab crunch and upper ab crunch. Well, it's like a booby crunch, but you guys get it. But yeah, she can range around like that, where it's crunched down forward or crunched down back. That is freaking awesome. I wish we get this with the female Marvel Legends. But her arms, her shoulders move all the way up that far, so good range there. They move all around. There's no bicep swivel. There is an elbow swivel. Single jointed elbows, so we don't get a double jointed elbows with them. So same as for Marvel Legends female figures. And then you have the wrist hinge up and down, and you got the wrist swivel. For the legs, her skirt kind of hinders how far she could split, but it's not that bad. So she does move her legs that far apart. She moves her legs that high up. She's got some good leg rotation though. She moves it back a decent amount. Nah, not really that great, but she has a thigh swivel. Double jointed knees, no heel to the butt. And she's got the ankle that hinges up and down, and it's a nice ankle pivot. So Mercy here has some good articulation. You know, definitely better than a female Marvel Legend figure. But we'll see. We'll see if Hasbro makes any improvements for the female Marvel Legends figures. We see the double jointed elbows on the Black Widow and Nebula figure, so just want to see that more common with the comic book action figures. And for Pharah, let's take a closer look. And as far as accessories, she only comes with two, whoops, let's put that there. She comes with 2 fisted hands and 2 open hands. She comes with a rocket launcher here. Pretty cool. I wish we got a rocket launcher effect. That would have been awesome. But this is awesome design. I really like this. So, taking a closer look here. Man, I like this a lot. I love the detail that they put on this. It's really nice. You see here the yellow paint, the little rocket missiles there. So Soldier 76 came with a barrage type of effect, the helix effects. That would have been cool to see with this one. Or like a straight rocket. Yeah, she shoots more straight as a rocket launcher. So this is dope. Man, I really like this. This is so cool. This is so cool. Big ups to the Hasbro team for, you know, making these awesome figures. So, yeah, looking at Pharah here. She is amazing. Really like this helmet. Really nice. If I could get the lighting here so you can see her eyes. Yeah. So that's really, really cool. It's got the paint done in her eye. Has this kind of Egyptian-inspired look. Freaking awesome. This is freaking awesome. So, a lot going on with her right here. So, she has these jump jet effects. And these will attach to her wings. So, let's cover that first. So, this thing right here is on a ball joint. You just plug it in on the back right here, and very articulate. So what you want to do is basically take this end. If you put your fingers like right here, I put mine on the top and this on the bottom, and you could just slide it out this way so they open up. Do this right here, and whoops, got it wrong here. There we go. So these are marked, so this says LA, LB, R, oops, got that wrong here, yeah, RA, and RB. So you want to make sure that the A is at the top and the B's are at the bottom, and the effects will have the engraving here to match it. So RA will go up here. So if you see this peg right here, you just align it with the top portion on here. You'll see a little gap, so you just line it up and plug that in. Same goes with, you just, at this point, you're just gonna match, you know, their the wings here. So hold on a second, and it looks really awesome when you get all of them connected, and especially putting her on the flight stand is really freaking cool. Right here, and then another here. Wow. So this is freaking awesome. Look at that. So this is crazy. Can't fit it all in frame here. Let me back out a little bit. And there it is. So it's really, really cool. And the base here, it's got a flight stand, which is cool with the Overwatch logo. You can just attach this to her hip. And, you know, you could put her in like a flying pose. So this is really cool. And the stand is pretty sturdy. It's a really cool stand. I'm not big on flight stands. I use my own ways in photography to make my figures fly to hide the stands, but man, it's a really cool stand. So this is really, really cool. I like this. So I'm going to take this off, and I'm going to cover the articulation for Pharah. And starting with her head, here we go. Head moves up, not a far amount. It moves down a good amount, left, right, and it's got a good rocker rotation. This part right here, this is for her barrage attack. So she'll attack multiple enemies with this. She is a damage character, DPS. For those who don't play the video games or aren't familiar with the term DPS, pretty much is damage per second. So she's definitely, if you're looking to deal some damage, definitely want to use a character like this. But this is really, really cool. What they could have done, which they did a lot, Hasbro did a lot with these figures, but would have really put the icing on the cake here if they had some barrage missiles here to, like, an effect, kind of like the SH Figure Arts have for their Iron Man. That would have been awesome. But super dope. And these are on a ball joint on her shoulder here, so they can move around, which won't hinder her shoulder movement, which right here kind of, well, actually this doesn't, but this part right here on her arm kind of hinders it, so I can't go any higher than that. So bummer. You can move her arm all around. She does have bicep swivel. She's got a single jointed elbow. It's not that great. She's got the wrist swivel and wrist hinge. Like how she has her rocket there on her forearm. That is really nice. She's got the same torso articulation, so she's got a good out crunch, front and back. She's got that torso rocker, so you can move it side to side. It's really awesome. Her legs spread that far apart. This does hinder it, so we do have a stop point right there at her hip. And her legs move that far up. It moves that far back. And she's got the thigh swivel, double jointed knees. Oh, no heel to the butt. And you got the ankles that move up, down. And she's got some great ankle pivot. That is some great ankle pivot. Breaking her own ankles there. That is awesome. And just getting a closer look of her design and sculpt all around. It's just freaking amazing. This is one awesome figure. Probably my favorite pack out of the bunch, I gotta say. So I wasn't initially going to review these Overwatch figures, but since I put the vote poll on my Instagram, you guys spoke and you want to see it, so definitely wanted to cover it. And these are really, really nice, man. Look at this. I respect the Hasbro team for doing, you know, all of this work on these figures. This is awesome. So it looks like a lot of toy companies have their eye on video game licensing. And just to put her up, I'm going to do a size comparison here so you can see how they stand next to a female Marvel Legend figure. And I am just going to grab one of my female figures from my A-Force display. So here is Captain Marvel. So that's how she looks next to them. And let me get a thinner character. Let me get Psylocke, because Captain Marvel is a little bit bulkier. So, as you see, the Marvel Legends can kind of fit with the Overwatch figures, at least for the females. Not so much the male, and I'll have a comparison with one of the male figures when I, stack them up next to each other. The one figure I have next to me, a male character, is Spider-Man. So let me put him here. So that's how you know, they would stack up. And on my next review, I'll bring how the Fortnite figures look next to these Overwatch figures, so that you get an idea. They're definitely smaller than the Fortnite figures since they're 7-inch, but yeah, let me know what you think. How does this scale? I think it's good. I really do. Oh, let me bring a smaller body, like X-23, just to get a better idea. So, yeah, man, I think this could really work. Especially if you're doing photography, just play around with some perspective, and you're good to go. But definitely an A+. This is a home run for Hasbro. Standing ovation to these guys. I'm all in on this line. I definitely want more. So with that said, leave a like if you like the video, comment, we'll chat about it, share and subscribe. Make sure you hit the notification bell so you can always get my reviews. And I'll have a link in the description below for my Instagram and all my other platforms that I have. Alright guys, this has been Xmanny87, and I'll check you guys out on the next review. Peace, peace.